perhaps put your minds a little bit more at ease about extraterrestrial ascended beings surrounding you. If this is a new idea to you, then I am sure there is, or has been, at least a little bit of alarm. So I come to soothe you a little bit. You can see that I have no horns upon my head, nor do I have green skin. We are human in appearance, as you are. There are humans throughout the universe. The Earth is not the only inhabited planet. And as the Lord made man in his image, it is only logical that there are images of him scattered throughout his creation. So, let me say that the Ashtar Command is an intergalactic fleet or alliance of etheric ships and human beings and angelic beings. We are here on a mission, and we have been here for many thousands of years. We have been monitoring and assisting in the evolvement of the planet and the consciousness of the human species. We have from time to time manifested physically, but largely we work spiritually. There may come a time, probably there will come a time when you will see our ships, but it is a little bit too early for that yet. We are remaining in the fifth dimension. So we are surrounding you with millions of ships and many millions of volunteers, servants, ascended beings. You cannot see us unless we lower our frequency to the third dimensional time and space. Nevertheless, we are here and we are fully functioning. In fact, at this time, our efforts have been redoubled, and we have a great number of fleets surrounding the planet, doing much work. Our work consists of many different areas. Largely, our work is in assisting your elevation of consciousness in this ascension period in which the planet is growing towards its ascension. We are assisting in evolvement. We are delivering our trainings to you in your sleep. We are delivering our telepathic messages to those of you who can hear and receive them. We are opening communications links each day. There are more and more of you who are opening to the aspects of channeling and telepathic communication with us. And when I say us, I am referring to the Ashtar Command and all of the ascended masters of the Great White Brotherhood. We are working in unison, you see. Each of us in our different areas of specialty. But as a coordinated effort. We are a very organized group of beings. We take time for fun and play, as you do. In fact, we have perfected it a little bit more than you have, but we have a little more freedom. And yet at the same time we are quite organized and impeccable in our manifestations. At least we try to be. Aside from the work that we are doing with these communications and messages and enhancing individual spiritual growth, we are working with the planet, and we have been for some time, to assist the planet in maintaining balance. We have up until recently been working to deter activities along the fault lines. This activity has ceased. It is time to allow this to occur, and it is occurring, earthquakes, etc. We have been working with our technology to assist in controlling somewhat the rotation of the Earth, controlling somewhat the wobble which will inevitably result in a new polar shift. We have been doing much to focus the light which is being broadcast from the Creator himself throughout the universe. Specifically, we have been working with energy grids. It is difficult to describe. There is a grid of somewhat like meridian lines with various vortexes surrounding your planet, and we use this to assist in balancing and controlling the rate and the nature of the spiritual ray which is emanating to your world. This is, as I have said, to assist in balancing. For your world is existing in a state of precarious balance at this time, and we are doing everything we can, and have been for quite some time, to allow you and allow all of humanity to have the maximum time to develop spiritually, to be prepared for the changes and the ascension which is taking place on this world. With regards to ascension, I would say, as I have, the Earth itself, herself, is ascending. This is an unavoidable growth which must occur, and it will result in some Earth changes. Most likely they will be quite dramatic. We are working with individual ascension, especially strongly at this time, because the time is so critical. We are attempting to reach as many beings as possible, especially the starseeds, volunteers, you who have been among us in the past and will return to be with us again, as well as assisting all those on this planet who are open to spiritual growth and awareness at this time. All those who have love in their hearts are feeling this emanation that we are assisting in, are receiving messages subconsciously from us. It gives me great pleasure to be here with you. Some of you are new to me, at least in this particular format. We have been watching and observing all of you for quite some time. I must say you are branded individuals. You are glowing a little bit more profoundly than most of your cohorts here on Earth. So it is very difficult for you to escape our attention. And because you are glowing so much, it makes it easier for us to connect with you and to find you, no matter where you may try to hide, and to share with you the love that we have, the gifts that we have awaiting you. So it is a time of great celebration on our part, and I think soon it will be a time of great celebration on your part. It is a matter of your assimilating this information, and especially assimilating this new energy which is manifesting. And as you do so, you will find your life becomes more and more of a celebration, and there is more joy and love within you, and things begin to look quite a bit more positive. You have been surrounded by negative thoughts and emanations for many lifetimes. We are deprogramming you in our own way, not by brainwashing you, but by showering you with so much love that you must melt. Some of you have hardened your hearts a little bit in an effort to protect yourselves, and I am understanding this. It is part of their growth process, but we will melt this ice. For what we come to share is the same love that has been expressed by every master who has been here. The Christ is our supreme commander. We work in conjunction with the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael. We are a broad spectrum alliance of beings. We come from near and far in the universe and from other universes. We come as volunteers and servants. And I will tell you why we come. It is because we have experienced so much love that we don't know what to do with it. So we must share. And so we come to the far corners of the universe, to areas which have yet to attain to the restructuring or reordering that the Creator has ordained. And we come in a timely manner to assist. Now we will assist in your ascension. So I will speak a little bit about your individual ascension work, as this is the main focus of this class, and our role in it. Let me say that there is a spiritual science to this ascension stuff. It is involved with love. It is involved with the spiritual growth primarily, but there is also a certain high-tech aspect to it. This is where our etheric ships come into play, our Merkaba vehicles. We are here, surrounding the planet, and we are in touch with all of you, and we are awaiting your ascension, or let me say your evacuation, your physical lifting back into our ships, where your ascension process will be completed. Those of you who are aware of and feel comfortable with the extraterrestrial or space brotherhood aspect of this ascension will have an experience of entering our ships upon the time of your lifting. There are other beings here who have not this understanding, and if they were to find themselves in that situation, would perhaps feel fear or disorientation. They will be feeling the ascension in somewhat different way, but they will also be lifted into the ships and receive the ascension, though they may have the experience that they are being accompanied by angels rather than space beings. You see, there is very little difference. In some cases, there is no difference. So the first wave, this is what we are focusing upon at this time. As we said in our previous class, and as Jesus spoke to you about, the first wave is to be manifested as soon as there are sufficient volunteers. For our part, we are, for the most part, ready with our end of things. We are continuing to align the energy grids and to focus the energy to assist in the growing presence of God upon this planet and within this planet and within each of you. We are doing somewhat work to assist in the clearing of the emotional body of the earth, the emotional aura, which has contained much of negative emotions, negative projections. This manifests often as air pollution. We are working to clear this somewhat, and all of this work makes the path of the ascension that much easier, as there are that much less layers of density for you to go through. Nevertheless, we are largely waiting for more volunteers, more who are interested in this first wave of ascension. and willing to take the time and energy to prepare themselves for this. Jesus has already outlined in general the ways that you can prepare yourself, so I will not go too deeply into this. I will say that at the time of your lifting, regardless of whether it is the first wave or the second wave or a subsequent liftings, your experience will be somewhat as Jesus has outlined. You will be taken to a ship. You will be lifted physically as an etheric and physical being. You will be given opportunity to make choices concerning your next manifestation. Whether you would like to continue to work with planet Earth as an ascended master, or whether you would like to return to more spiritual realms from which you came. Some of you have sources that are extremely different from your current manifestations. Some of you are highly angelic beings. Some of you are of the space brotherhood, evolved humans, ascended beings. You will be reconnected with your true presence and who you truly are. So given this information that you will receive at this time, you will make a choice as to whether you desire to continue your work in this area, which I might recommend as the most profound spiritual leap you could take to become an ascended master and to return. But nevertheless, the choice will be yours. There are many choices. You will receive training. Those of you who have specifically request to become ascended masters and to return to assist the remainder of humanity in their ascension process, for all must be lifted or leave this planet in some way in the next remaining years in order to make way for the Earth's clearing. There will be much of training offered to you. You will be able to experience a great deal of wonder, I believe, at first until you reacclimate yourself. You will be taken to the large ships, the motherships. There we will have a great celebration. We are growing impatient to be reunited with you as you are with us. And you will find that it is highly likely that some of you will have surpassed us in your spiritual evolvement. So I would recommend that you do not look at us as gods that are above you to be worshipped, but rather as your brothers and sisters. So you will have the opportunity, if you choose to remain upon the ships. The ships are quite large, the ones where you will be housed. There are, of course, shuttlecraft. There are platforms, as I refer to them. There is one that is situated over this home, as this is one of the headquarters of the Ashtar Command in this region. We have a communications platform etherically located above this dwelling. But you will be taken to the mothership. There you will be able to experience much of a rest and relaxation, as some of you are growing quite weary with your third-dimensional limitation. It will be time for you to reacquaint yourself with your spiritual powers, with your I Am presence. You will merge and become again ascended beings. You will have to be retrained perhaps with aspects of creativity, manifestation, let me say, reacquainted with your powers and how to use them. But you will have no more need struggle or to be on a survival level. You will have what you desire instantaneously manifested by your own desires, as all ascended beings can do. In my opinion, it is one of the unfortunate circumstances of this Earth, third-dimensional life, that all who are here are so limited or enslaved by the need to earn livelihoods and to earn enough income to pay for food and lodging, etc. All this takes so much time and energy. You have a very difficult time having time and energy left for even a minimum of spiritual work and service. Some of you have this somewhat beat, but by and large, most of humanity is still struggling for survival. So you will have to get used to having a lot more freedom. I think you will enjoy this. You will have to get used to being connected consciously, constantly with the Creator. You are working towards this now. Some of you are making great strides in your growth. Nevertheless, until your final ascension, you will still have a remainder of a limited ego or density around you. So regardless of the state that you attain, which can be quite expanded and unlimited, there will still be a transformation in which takes place at that last moment. So what is it like living on a ship, on an etheric fifth-dimensional ship? It is quite pleasant. It is quite aesthetic. Some of the ships are hundreds and hundreds of miles in diameter. There are cycles such as you experience here of day and night, simulated cycles. Sunlight is processed in a way such as to still allow for a day and night experience. There are natural settings. We have forests, we have streams and lakes, we have oceans full of creatures. I might add there is no poison oak, however. We have selected wisely from those species. We have avoided anything of this sort. You might say it is a very Eden-like existence. It is what the earth will become after the earth's ascension, after the earth changes have manifest and the earth has become a fifth-dimensional entity. There will be a time when those who are evacuated will be offered the opportunity to return to earth as ascended beings and to recolonize the earth. The earth will be dramatically improved at that point. And those beings who inhabit the earth will have the same ascended master capabilities as those of us on other planes do now. So there will be no need to, let me say, have a good credit rating. Mm-hmm. You will all have unlimited credit with the Creator. You will all use your credit wisely and responsibly to create manifestations that are in alignment with God's will. It will be automatic with you at that point. So there is no fear of misusing your powers. You will be purified to the extent that you will have no more desire to abuse the privileges that you will be receiving. So after some time spent aboard the ships, you will have completed your training, and then you will be returning. Those of you who decide to follow this course, as ascended masters to the earth, to exist here and to walk side by side with humans and to, let me say, create quite a ruckus with your manifestations, with your miracles, with your ability to materialize and dematerialize at will, with your ability to create out of etheric substance all that you require, or all that anyone could require. I think you have heard of the powers of Jesus Christ when he was here. This is the same area I'm referring to. As it said in the scriptures, it is our hope that you will do what he did and more. This is available to you. So we are hoping, it is the plan, and I feel it is quite a brilliant plan, that with enough returnees, with enough ascended masters manifesting throughout the globe, in every nation, and dramatically doing so, I would say, this should create quite a stir in the media and should inspire many others to find out what is going on, what is this new age that is manifesting. And there will be much of teaching, and you will be trained. You will know how to protect yourselves from any negativity, and you will know how to read human beings, read their thoughts and feelings, and you will have full use of the mind. And of course, as Jesus said last week, it is worth repeating, you will be immortal and ever youthful. So when you return, you will perhaps look a little bit younger, a little bit more radiant, but you will still look the same. You will still be the same physical being, somewhat transformed. So this is the work that we are doing in this class, to prepare you for all of this and to answer your questions, which will arise. We will be working more and more experientially with you from this point onwards in the classes to assist you in preparing yourselves and purifying and healing all that work that is to be done, to open your hearts to unconditional love for yourselves so that you can fulfill the requirements necessary to partake of this adventure. So if you have been bored up until now with your earth life, and many of you have, having somewhat of a remembrance of what it feels like to be an ascended being, creator God, your time of boredom is all but over. Now it is time to awaken and prepare yourselves. Make your decisions concerning this ascension process. You will not avoid it. You will perhaps postpone it a little bit. But I say to you, oh, why postpone it? It is so blissful, so liberating. It is your destiny. Above and beyond all of your worldly manifestations and missions and services, your ascension is your prime directive at this time, your primary service. And by giving yourself to the ascension process, you will realign your priorities somewhat, perhaps. And you will find it much simpler to know where to put your energy. For you will be a little bit more directed if you have not been until now. You will be more inspired to meditate. You will have more of a reason to meditate. You will feel a little bit more of an immanence. You will feel more of a presence around you if you will give yourself to this process. It is your choice. I am here as a recruiter this day. I will not make you sign anything, for you will sign in your own heart. But I tell you that the joy and the love that we have to offer and to share with you is far beyond what you have yet experienced. You can have the experience of day-to-day growth, day-to-day closeness with the Ascended Masters. You can have easy access and communication with the Ashtar Command and the Ascended Brotherhood. In fact, this is part of our teaching and part of our preparation is to open you to this contact. It is very beneficial at this time. So let me ask you now, have you any questions for me? I realize there is much that I have covered, and I am sure there is much that I have forgotten to cover. Perhaps your questions will uncover some of that.
My question is your general schedule still the same? The reason I ask is that in my particular business, when I acquire clients, they usually last from 8 months to a year and a half. And if your schedule is the same, and it's my intention to make the first wave, that it would not be appropriate to align with these long-term clients.
You are very responsible, are you not? This is commendable. I would encourage you to continue to live as if you were going to be here for another 5 years or so. Despite the fact that the Ascension first wave could occur at any time, and it is our hope it occurs much sooner than that, there are no guarantees. So it is not our wish that you or anyone else should throw their security up in the air, so to speak. It is for you to continue to act as if you are going to be here. If you feel strongly inspired within, if you feel internal guidance or a feeling or intuition to somewhat alter your schedule of work, you may do so. But I would like to add that it is your responsibility and not mine. So if anyone here should quit their job and assume that in 2 days' time they will be on the ships, I don't want to hear about it. We are not giving any dates because it is not known by us when the exact date will be. There is only one being who knows the date, and he has not communicated it to us.
Who is that?
Let me say the Supreme Commander, Lord God Almighty. Even Jesus does not know. You may ask him. He will tell you the same thing. We are very patient because we understand that this time and space is a very important aspect of your third-dimensional reality. You must understand that for us it is quite different. For us, one of your days passes as in the wink of an eye or as in a moment, and yet it seems timeless to us. Maybe perhaps seeming like a week or a month to you. So it is very difficult for us to even speculate. We have made an effort to do so, saying that this would be the year, and hopefully the first half of this year sometime, or before the summer months are over. But this is a speculation. It is not a prediction.
Will our work be easier for us between now and the final step?
I would say your spiritual work will be easier. Your material work will be easier as it is in alignment with your higher purpose. If your material work is not quite so aligned with your higher purpose or your mission, perhaps you will feel a little bit of friction there. There will be some aligning or realigning occurring with you, most likely, but not to the point where you need to dramatically alter your lifestyle. Your lifestyles are probably fine just as they are, aside from the fact that I don't think very many of you do enough meditation. This is a general statement. Many of you on the earth I am referring to. So we are suggesting that you increase your amount of focused concentration or meditation. But do not dramatically alter your lifestyle. So it is difficult because there is a process, an emotional healing, which is underway when you accept this challenge, as has been for some time with you on the spiritual path. And as you know, sometimes this makes it a little bit difficult to feel fully functional in the material realm and your work situations. But by and large, there will be a great deal of clearing that takes place emotionally, so that you will all feel a great deal lighter as a result of the process. So there will be times that are challenging because your growth is being accelerated, and there will be a result of having it be easier for you.
Is there a general percentage that is being, is the goal of volunteers, or is it a level of opening of the heart chakra on a general of all humans, or is there some goal that we can relate to, or that you can share with us as to how you measure where things of this planet are in the math, and also those of us who are seeds here, how we can improve that, or obviously a direct way that we can have that.
With regards to the first wave, there is a certain critical mass which must be attained. It is somewhere between 1,000 or 2,000 beings is our prediction as to the number that will be required. It could be more or less, but we think that if there were 2,000 star seeds who were ready to go on a first wave, that would probably be sufficient. Again, this is a calculation, an estimate.
Does the number 144,000 fit in with that at all?
You have been reading your Keys of Enoch book. The 144,000 is a general estimate of the number of star seeds or ascended beings who are here at this time. So you see there are roughly 144,000 of you who have taken this mission as a star seeds a long time ago. And we are only looking for a small percentage in order to make the first wave possible. So there is a percentage factor, I suppose, but it is more of a love factor that we are looking for, and openness. Needless to say, we had hoped there would be much more readiness. We had hoped that the situation here would have worked out somewhat differently. It has turned out that the vast majority of those who incarnated here as starseeds have themselves fallen into a rather deep sleep and have been existing as if they were regular third-dimensional human beings. So there is going to be some shaking up required to even awaken them, let alone to awaken the mass of humanity, which they have come to serve. So I am honored to be with you, those of you who are awakened to this point. Know that you are in the minority. Even in the New Age movement, there are many beings who are somewhat familiar with New Age philosophy, but have not yet opened themselves to this information, this experience. There are many borderline cases, and we are hoping to pull them in, and we are hoping that many of you will assist us in doing so. That is the number one requirement, the numbers of human beings, the numbers of starseeds. There are other factors, but this is the prime one that you should concern yourselves with. First of all, be concerned with your own preparedness. Be clear about your own desire and your own readiness, and perhaps a little networking on this area would be in order.
I have read that when we return to there, we will come with or connection to the ship, or protection.
Yes, you will have some sort of jewelry. It will be a somewhat of a communications device, but also something that you can use to beam yourself back aboard instantaneously at the press of the button.
Star Trek, was that channeled?
It was not directly channeled, but certain ideas were pulled in, let me say.
Get it started.
Yes, there have been many motion pictures and things of that sort which have involved certain aspects of this truth, but not directly.
Is that where the singing group Fifth Dimension came in with your up and away?
Oh, come on.
I think you will find in the artistic community that there is much openness among certain artists, and they have the ability to channel certain lyrics or musical pieces or writings. This perhaps was inspired by something of this nature.
I have another question on the meditation. I'm having a challenge balancing my meditation with my daily duties. Can you give us a guideline of how much of the day for meditating is useful now?
I would say that it is not to be overly concerned if you have a busy schedule. You need not create chaos in your life by avoiding your responsibilities in order to meditate. I think that if you begin the process with sincerity and to use quality rather than quantity at first, then you will automatically create the space, or the space will be created for you, wherein you will find yourself having spontaneously more time to do so. So I would say that if you utilize the time you have now to meditate, that it will be a signal to your guides and to the teachers who are working with you that if you are given free time, you utilize it wisely. So do not be overly concerned. I would say to try to meditate at least twice a day, and it is very good to take some retreat time if you can. I would recommend that those of you who are accustomed to meditating, if you have the time to take a half a day per week or something like this, to give yourselves exclusively to meditation and to connecting with your guides, you will find quite an enhancement in your experience and in your consciousness of their presence and of your own higher self manifesting. So it is relative, you see. Some beings who have been meditating for 2 hours a day could meditate for 3 or 4 hours a day. If you have not meditated at all, it is very difficult to meditate for 4 hours a day. They will come and lock you up for going crazy. So it is for you to begin with, 15-minute intervals, a half hour, that sort of thing, and work your way up. We will find a way to elevate you if your heart is sincere.